Throughout 2022, we have seen an average of 4 million workers quitting their jobs each month, and over 44% of the workforce currently looking for jobs. So, as we're thinking about well being for ourselves, for individuals, for organizations, one of the things to think about is how do we respond when we do have an employee or a team member quit? This is something that's a huge pattern that we're seeing. And recently, an article came out through the Harvard Business Review talking exactly about this. Having that conversation that just because a working relationship ends does not mean that the relationship has to end. The professional relationship, in terms of still mutual referrals, that individual could still be an ambassador for your company, or personal relationships, friendships that have developed. Just because a working relationship ends does not mean that this person now is no longer ever going to be in your life, or you may never cross paths again. So how do we handle this in a way to recognize what our needs are, what the organization's needs are, and how we can also help the needs for the individual that is making this new career choice? So 6 steps that were outlined. The first one is they use the phrase take a beat. The idea to take that moment, that Twix moment, that pause, that adult timeout, to just take a moment, take a breath in and recognize that we're going to be experiencing a number of different emotions. And we want to make sure that we can take that pause to be able to respond versus reacting, because we do want to keep that professionalism and we do want to express the fact that we can be excited for the individual, even if it is not ideal for us and for our current situation. Along those same lines, it's going to be very important to specifically notice and manage our in-the-moment reactions. Many researchers and clinicians talk about the importance of being able to identify our actual emotions, to name them, to recognize what we're experiencing, and to be able to use that. It's okay to express to the person, well, I'm really excited for you in this next opportunity. I am sad that we won't be able to work together anymore, or I'm disappointed that we won't be able to see this project to the end. That genuineness and authenticity can be expressed in ways that are beneficial to everyone. Additionally, it's going to be important to depersonalize the news. To recognize that the person can be showing loyalty to themselves does not mean that they're showing disloyalty to you or to your organization, just because they might be making a choice that is better for them professionally or for their career, to be closer to home. It could be a compensation standpoint, or many other reasons that we may not always fully understand. It is okay to be curious, to have that growth mindset, to want to ask the questions and better understand what is driving this decision. Are there things that we can do better as a leader? Are there certain offers that were made that encourage them to take this other position? Is it that they just need some time off? We can learn for future hires how we may improve the position, and there could be times where we could find out that we could make them a different offer to have them possibly stay. It's going to be very important to show our support, to maintain those positive relationships, and again, to remember that they will still be an ambassador of that company and organization even when they go elsewhere, because people will ask them about their experience. They may have a client that reaches out to them that didn't realize that they've transitioned, and so we want to keep that professionalism and support. And then, of course, to ask for what you need. It's okay to ask for and to balance out that compromise of what that transition will look like, whether it's onboarding other employees, transitioning customers, knowledge, and other information. So there are many ways that we can make this transition process be a beneficial one and to increase well-being for individuals and organizations. Be well.